Now, Clark Street Middle Street is most special to me because around in that area it was served as the location where a special union would begin. Now, most of you, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the story of how my mom and daddy met. And to those of you who are not, then don't worry, because we're not just going to tell you, we're going to show you how it happened. Okay. Now, the setting is in Milledgeville on Mitchell Street. It's around about 1971. Now, young Edna Freeman, she's sitting on her front porch. And she just sitting there chilling, and she has a visit from her half-brother, Henry Lee.
What's up,
And then,
man? What's going on here?
that was Melvin and Edna that just walked by.
Oh, for real? Tell him he said it.
No, don't tell him I said that.
Oh,
No,
tell him.
don't you tell him I said that. Better not.
You gotta go now. I see that.
So Henry Lee goes home now. What you think happened after that? told you better not tell Henry Lee. So, what you think happened? You think Henry Lee told?
He told him.
All right, let's see what happened now. Later on during the day, Edna was still sitting out on the front porch. And then Melvin came walking back by. This time, he stopped at the house in front of Edna.
Really told him. Is it true?
Yeah, it's true. Is it true what you said about me?
I didn't really say anything about you, but.
And freeze. Everybody, let's give a hand for Rodney Lamar, Kim Lamar, and Tony Huff. Thank you for this great performance. So it was that moment that pretty much set everything in motion. Melvin and Edna, they entered the stage of courtship, and then they developed a bond of love. They started building a real love that walking in the rain with the one that I love. Because they did used to do that, used to walk in the rain and everything. And their love for each other continued to grow to the point that sometime later, February 19, 1973, they joined their hands in marriage and became one flesh. And in this same year, they welcomed into the world their firstborn son, Ronnie Adams.
Yeah, you know it.
And 3 years later, their second son, Melvin Adams Jr. Now, why the second child was named after the father, I don't know. I didn't ask everybody something. Here they were with 2 boys. And by this time, they had made the move to Body Products. Now, that's another legendary place that I'm sure a lot of y'all know about, right? Now, family time, that was very important. It became very prevalent. Things from family reunions, cookouts, vacations, theocratic activities, and simply just playing ball out in the yard. And that was another big thing in our backyard, playing basketball. Folks all from the neighborhood used to come. Now, so that family togetherness, it was very evident. Now, time went by, and as these 2 boys got older, I guess Melvin and Edna began to figure that as far as children were concerned, they were done. That was it. But then something kind of shocking happened. In 1991, they added to the family their 3rd boy, Demetrius Adams. But let me say 3rd and final boy. That family togetherness continued on just the same with this child. And it will continue on even further into the 2000s when they will welcome their first grandchild, Jadarius Adams, a boy that is just growing up right before our eyes. And so here they are today, celebrating 40 years of marriage. Now, some people may ask, what's the secret? How in the world can you stay together with somebody so long? 40 years, that's a long time to look at somebody. No, it's not simple, but at the same time, it is. You know, I'd be completely remiss if I didn't mention that 2 years after getting married, together, Melvin and Edna became dedicated servants of Jehovah God, symbolizing their dedication to Him by means of water baptism. And because they did their best to live by Bible standards, and they both drew closer to Jehovah, in essence, they were drawn closer to each other. So, on a personal note, we thank you. Thank you so much for always staying together and setting such a fine example. This is such a fine example that they set for us. Now, for a quick second, I kind of want to go back to that skit a little bit. Now, as you know, apparently it was clear that Edna, she had feelings for Melvin, and just too scared to tell him. So, of course, they probably saw each other a lot, and she was thinking to herself. I can just imagine whenever she saw my dad, she would say to herself, "Oh, if you just knew how I feel, if only you knew."
Change